to Lunch with Sandy, sponsored by the Mob Bar, downtown in the heart of Las Vegas at 201 North 3rd Street at the corner of Stewart and 3rd, where we have lunch specials for under $10 and specialty drinks for the ladies. Bring the gang out to the Mob Bar every Wednesday for Lunch with Sandy, featuring WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, local entertainers, singers, songwriters, comedians, impersonators, painters, sculptors, authors, poets, and much, much more. My guests today are Amy Lynn Frost, delivering happiness. Hi, Amy. How are you?
Very happy. How about you?
You're very happy. I'm very happy too. We've also got comedian Lynn Yapchak and her daughter, singer Janine Marie, singer John from Bono. Exactly.
John Genet.
What?
John Genet.
John Genet. Fashions by Debra. We have yoga master Dre Gardner, singer Sweeney Todd from Sweeney Todd, Kellie Wright, and some of her friends from the show. Band leader Buddy Charles, artist Marilyn St. Pierre, president of PEP, Diane Lombardo, and much, much more.
Yeah.
So welcome. So Amy always starts us off with a delivering happiness message. What is your message today for our listeners, Amy?
Today it's about being courageous. And what I really get over and over again, people have these amazing dreams, they have these amazing gifts, but a lot of times they don't take those courageous steps to actually live them. So I want to talk a little bit about maybe some ways that help you take baby steps towards living your dreams. And because you're right, it takes a lot of courage to do this work. You know, it's easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And we just did the awards, the Oprah Magazine, Croc Cares, and Nonprofit Sector Foundation Awards, which WIMA got one of them, very exciting, and you did. And we're going to be talking about a little bit later how to leverage the awards and accomplishments. So we'll be looking at that. It's great to get those things, but if you don't leverage them, they don't do you any good. So in terms of being courageous and being brave, what I recommend people do is they take every day, they make a commitment to taking some risk towards their dreams. So you want to look at what is a risk for you, and then literally stop during the beginning of the day and say, what's one little risk that I'm going to take? And then if you do that every day, all of a sudden you start being really courageous. And I want to read one of my favorite quotes about courage. The world knows very little about its heroes. The courageous acts that take the most out of you are usually the ones that other people will never know about.
So we have to let them know.
No, maybe not, but you know, it's doing it. It's about taking action. I don't know that it matters if people know what we're doing or even if it's courage for us. But you know, for today, I'm sure some of the people standing up here, it's going to take courage to come up to the mic. For me, it's no big deal. But
You're such a natural.
Well, this is what I do. But for other people, it takes great courage, and so we want to support each other in taking those courage steps.
That's very good. And also, you're with the nonprofitsector.org.
Nonprofitsector Foundation.org, and we're going to start doing some posting of the award winners. And one thing that we did that I'm really excited about is we started asking questions to the winners. First off, why do you do service? And then secondly, if you could change anything in the world, what would you do? And the answers we're getting are just so exciting.
Well, just a little bit of back history on this. What happened is Oprah Magazine and Croc Cares got together and they did this contest, and Amy won the contest. And the whole idea is to bring, your idea was to bring 100 women to 100 causes together.
And honor them.
And honor them.
And so we've done that, and then what we're going to be doing is helping them leverage those awards to help not only themselves, but to help the causes that they care about so much.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. One little courageous act at a time.
Well, that's good. Thank you, Amy. That is so important for us to all remember. We've got a lot of WIMA events coming up. Let's see. Okay, I've got comedian Lynn Yapchak and her daughter. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good, good.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to meet you. So I understand that you're not a hairdresser.
Yes, I am.
But you're also a comedian, and we're going to get a little bit closer here.
No, I like a hairdresser that has a good comedy.
You got to. That's what you're in chair, right from the mouth in the salon.
You gotta have a good sense of humor when you're doing somebody's hair, right?
Oh, definitely. You got that right.
So tell us how you got involved in comedy.
I got involved in comedy, I'd say, about 18 years ago. Okay, I went through a couple of bad marriages. That's just sounds so familiar, doesn't it? And so I turned it into something positive, started laughing, making fun of, why not just laugh at life? We need laughter, right? So I worked in the salon, got a lot of material right from Women's Law, started doing open mics, came out to Vegas, got some work, then moved back to New York, did more work in New York, and now I've been back here about 2.5 years, and I've been working around town pretty regularly.
That's good. Yeah. So now you have your daughter with you. Yes, hi. What is your name?
Gabriella.
Hi, Gabriella. How are you?
Good.
Good. Now, just so everybody knows out there, she's just come to join her mom and tell us a few jokes, I think, right?
Yeah, she does comedy also. She's actually the youngest comic in Las Vegas.
You want to tell us a joke?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.
This boy in my class likes me. One day she said, "Can I have a pencil?" And I said, "Why should I don't have a ring on this finger."
She's starting out young.
Talk about boys.
So now she's following in your footsteps.
Actually, we did it. Actually, I've done the Samstown show, Hit Parade. And what I did was, I mentioned that my daughter did stand-up, and then they asked how old she was. The next time we went on, we did the 10-minute spot. So I told them she does like 2 minutes. Her first actually big show was at Suncoast, the same company. And there were 500 people. She walked on stage and nailed it. And so now we're going back. We're back at Samstown probably in November. Yeah. So she's been doing it.
So now you've been cutting hair for how long? Let's go back a little bit.
I have been cutting hair for 25 years.
Yeah. In Las Vegas?
In Las Vegas and New York. And I travel with the hair show. So I am a platform artist also for a hair company. So I travel once a month. So actually I'm on stage cutting hair, having fun, selling lots of clippers.
And it looks like you have fun with your own hair too.
I change it every week.
That's what Jonathan said.
And yeah, my hair color is different every week.
Yes, yes. So, all right, and then would you like to tell us, do a little stand-up comedy here sitting down?
I'll do some stand-up sit down. Since we're in Vegas, one joke that I really like to use, and I use it a lot, and it really works, is talking about the strip clubs here in town. And it's funny because I said there's a new strip club here that's opening, and it's for women over 50, and it's called Saggers. So, and, people appreciate that joke. But I joke a lot about relationships, real life situations, kids. I got a 16-year-old home too, and I use her a lot in my act. So, not live, but I talk about her, and stuff you can relate to.
So where can people find out about you, and do you have a website?
We're actually at Facebook a lot. Facebook, I do the Tuscany over the Joe Show.
Okay.
Pretty regularly.
What night is that?
That night that's Friday and Saturday night over at Tuscany. I'll be doing the LVH October 11th through the 14th at the Comedy After Dark.
Comedy After Dark, yeah.
We'll be doing that 11th through the 14th.
October?
Of October.
Okay.
Yes, next week.
Good.
I'm
All
right
right.
here.
Great. Well, any other little comedy bits you'd like to do for us?
Well, let's see. I talk about my ex-husband was married to a younger girl. Yes, he was, and my daughters got to meet her, and they said, "Mom, I'm like really." Like, you gotta meet Dad's new wife. She's actually hot. He bought her a boob job. I'm like, well, your dad bought me one 2 years ago. And they're laughing, and I'm like, why are you laughing? And they're like, really, Mom? I go, well, he never paid for him, so they repossessed him. And so, yeah. Just a little touch of, look at this. I should be saving for college, right? Probably rehab. But,
Okay. All right, again, they can find you on Facebook, Lynn Yafchak. That's Yafchak, correct? And also, Gabriella. Right? Gabrielle. Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us today on Lunch with Sandy. Here at the Lombardo. Thank you.
Oh, good.
My next guest is Janine Morris. No, that's not Janine Marie. This is, I've got, I'm sorry, what is your name?
I'm Janine Marie.
You are Janine Marie?
I'm Janine Marie. All day long.
How are you?
Sure.
Now, when I saw your picture, though, it looked different.
Well, I was 118 pounds ago. So.
Oh, and it was dark hair.
Yes.
You're just like me. I was a redhead, now I'm a blonde.
That's
I mean,
right.
go figure. Well, that's why I'm looking at this. I'm going, wait a minute, this doesn't look like Janine Marie. So it's been a while. You were in, go ahead and we'll get you up close to the microphone here. You were in the show over at the Tropicana for years, right? Was that? No, which show were you in?
No, not me. No, I actually came to Vegas in '79 and got really lucky. And I started like opening for a lot of big stars, Sinatra, Mel Torme, Don Rickles, and that sort of thing.
Well, I know you've worked here for over 30 years.
I have. And just went away for about a year and just came back into Las Vegas. And glad to be back. Just glad to be back.
Now we have a song of yours, I think a couple of your songs here. Now, do you know which one is track number 1? What song that is?
No, not a clue.
All right, let's see.
You didn't know my name, so
wait, here we go. I've got, how about Separate Ways?
Sure, if you want to rock them out.
Okay, let's play Separate Ways by Janine Marie. That, Janine?
Probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
I'm very versatile, you know. When you work with people like Wayne Newton and Sinatra, then you have a tendency to do more of the standards and the classics, and then if you're your own lounge thing, I would rather do Patti LaBelle and Tina Turner. You know.
Now you've got a show coming up this weekend.
I do. I'm very excited. It's going to be at the Starbright Theater up in Summerlin, October the 6th at 7 p.m. It's called the Voices series, and see, I have dark hair, that's why she's confused. It's the dark hair.
It's Voices in Concert. It says the series, Voices in Concert, starring Janine Marie, and it's at the Starbright Theater, which is over on 2215 Thomas Ryan Boulevard. So, have you performed there before at the Starbright Theater?
I have not under these circumstances. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to do the show again November 17th at the Smith Center, which I'm really excited about. But that was a musical review called I Know I Came In Here for Something. So,
oh, that's with Susan Howard.
Howard, that's correct.
That's right.
That's
okay,
right.
She's also another WIMA member.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
And I will be too as soon as I move back here.
Oh, good, good. Well, we're happy to have you back. Now, you're also doing this, I see you've got Grant Griffin with you. Is he singing in the show with you?
He's going to be, I'm giving him a couple minutes.
So how did you team up with him for this?
Actually, Grant and I, we go way back. He's produced about 9 shows, and I've been in all of his shows.
Okay.
So when he started the concert series for the Voices, he's going to try to, you know, promote different singers every single month, which I think is amazing because a lot of us just don't get that chance anymore. So I'm really excited to be the first one.
So now, where can people find your music?
I have a website. It's musicmamasita.com. We have a website. Or Facebook. You always find me on Facebook.
Okay, Facebook, and what do you go under on Facebook? Just your name? Janine Marie. And you spell your name special.
It's because it's actually pronounced French. It's Janine.
Janine. It's Jeanine. Right?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I still did it wrong.
Yeah.
Janeane. Oh my gosh. See, I've been spelling wrong. Marie. Marie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, give me a microphone and give me something to read, and I might just mess it up. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, Janine. It's so good to have you back in Las Vegas. I know you were in Kentucky for a while.
Yes. Absolutely.
And it's a little different out there than it is here. It's a little more moist.
I love it. You know, I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio,
Yeah.
so I'm a Midwest girl, but
And a little more humid.
my heart's here. What can I tell you?
Your heart's in Las
It
Vegas.
certainly is.
And so are you now.
Thank you.
So thank you. Have a wonderful show this weekend. Again, that's at the Saturday, October the 6th at 7 p.m. at the Wright Theater. And I believe we're going to be giving away some tickets for this show, aren't we?
Yes, and we have some CDs that are promo, so if anybody wants to come over and talk to me, I'll be
Okay, great. She has CDs for sale, folks. How much are those CDs?
$15, and so people know that proceeds of that go to the Breast Cancer Society.
Okay, great. Again, that's Janine Marie. Thank you so much, Janine, for joining us today. Thank you. Good to see you. Now, we've got some fashions. We've got some fashions in the showroom here today in the Mob Bar. We've got Debra, who's going to come over and talk with us a little bit about what the fashions are that we're going to be seeing. These are fashions by Debra, or it's designs or attitudes by Debra. It's all of the above, correct?
It's an attitude, it's fashion. The line is actually called Attitudes by Debra. I developed it starting in 1994. All the dresses are handmade, and I've got some beautiful, lovely models here that will be showing the dresses as we speak. Here comes the first model.
Okay. And what is her name?
Why?
This is Katrina, and she's wearing a beautiful hand-beaded evening gown done with an oriental motif. It has birds and flowers, all done by hand. My dresses are all body conscious. I did this because there's a better fit.
This is beautiful. It has a lot of sequins and beading, and it's all, what, flowers and birds?
Yeah, flowers and birds.
That's beautiful. Now, I understand you do a lot of gowns for competitions.
I have done gowns for pageants such as Miss America. My dresses have been on The Price is Right $1 Million Special, costuming the models. My dresses have been on Sex and the City. I've costumed people at the American Music Awards. I dressed the Idols on tour one year.
American Idol.
Very pretty.
Very beautiful. Thank you. And the next one is?
The next one is an elegant shirt dress, and it's hand beaded. It's done with a Greek key motif, gold trim on black sequin background. The model is very elegant.
This is Cindy Parker. Hi, Cindy. How are you? It's good to see you.
Thank you.
The dresses are very good for women of all ages.
Yes, I love that. I like that. That would be a good stage dress, too. Or just for going out and dancing at night.
Oh, and we can do that.
And we can do that.
And we know where to go.
We know where to go, to the tap house,
To the
to
tap
see
house.
the Las Vegas Underground. As a matter of fact, we have LJ in the house. Hi, LJ, how are you?
I'm here to support you all the time.
Thank you for stopping by. I know I'm probably going to get you up here in a few minutes, so I have to say hey to the people out there. Thank you, Cindy. That's a beautiful dress. That is fabulous on you. It's a great fit, too. So your sizes range from?
The sizes range from extra small to actually, I can go up to a 4X because there are some larger ladies that like to wear dresses.
Right.
But they make a woman feel elegant and beautiful. I also have a children's line called Little Attitudes they've been worn on stage with Neil Sedaka. The first time his granddaughters ever performed live with him, they wore Little Attitudes.
That's great. Now we have another dress up here. What is your name?
Alicia.
Alicia. Hi, Alicia. I love your beautiful long hair. Gorgeous. Tell us about this dress.
This dress is very elegant. It's got a low back. It's bronze and gunmetal sequins. It has a rhinestone detail. Very sexy but elegant.
It is elegant. It has a very low back on it.
Yes.
And
train.
it has, yeah, it's a halter top.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I love that style. It's very flattering on a lot of women.
Yes,
that
yes,
style.
yes, yes. The dresses tend to flatter a woman's body due to the body conscious nature. They fit much better than most evening gowns on the market.
So I noticed there's a train on the back of it, but mostly we're walking forward, right? So
Probably they are walking backwards.
we try not to back up into our train.
Yes.
But it's a beautiful gown. Thank you so much. Okay. And then do we have another one?
Yes, we have a few more coming
Okay, we have more that are going to come in the next half of the show, but right now we're going to take a little break for our sponsors. One of them being the Mob Bar down here in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to Lunch with Sandy, here with Sandy Kastel and WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education, mentorship, and scholarships. Now, right now, we have a singer, John, and I did not get your full last name, so I...
Genet.
Genet, John
Yes.
Genet.
Oui.
And you're in a band, and you're a tribute band?
Tribute band, YouTube tribute band.
Great, a YouTube tribute band, not YouTube. That's a tongue twister. We're so used to saying YouTube. All right. So tell me, how did you get involved in that? How did you start out singing and then end up, doing this tribute to that band?
We're doing some local rock stuff here with some talented people, and saw that the tribute acts were getting a lot more attention than just the regular rock and roll stuff. So we chose U2 because they have such a huge following and everything like that. So about 2 years ago we started that. It's been pretty successful so far.
Well, they're a pretty big band.
Yes.
Too, very popular. So you've been doing that since 2009?
Yes.
And who are the other members in the band?
Sam Tereso plays the edge part. He's from Cleveland, Ohio, and Robert Van Crosby does the bass. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and California guy Adam Gunn is on the drums. Pretty talented guy.
Have you guys worked together before in other bands?
No, it's just the first time.
So you just all came together for this?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, and where are you playing?
I got a lot of stuff coming up here in October. We've got Boulder City coming up this weekend on Saturday night. We've also got Van coming up next weekend, which is a pretty special show. Lake Las Vegas and the Las Vegas Country Saloon, just to name a couple of them.
Well, that's great. I've got some songs for you, I think. We sent them to the radio station. Let's see if we can get them to play one of those for us. Let's see. Emily, do you have that song there? I don't hear it coming in. Okay, well, I guess we'll just talk about it. It says you've been covering the music from the early 80s till now.
Yeah, that's what's great about U2 is that they've been around so long. They've changed their style of music somewhat throughout the years, and makes for a really different kind of show. It covers a lot of different types of music.
Okay, and so where can people find out about your group? You have a website?
Yeah, you can like us on Facebook as well, and we have armsofamericanmusic.com is a pretty good website as well.
All right, so I got to ask you a question. How did you start out in music? Did you get a formal education in it, or did you just go out and travel on the road, sing with the band?
Yeah, I just went out there, started singing with bands, and it's just about having fun, and maybe something good will happen along the way. Who knows?
Did you go to college?
Yes, but not for music.
Not for music. What did you go to college for?
I went to play some hockey.
Hockey player, now a musician. So, but you're the lead singer?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And have you ever met U2?
Unfortunately, I can't say that I have. No.
Anybody in the band?
No.
No? Would you like to?
Would love to do that. Yeah.
And if you got the opportunity to meet them, what would you tell them?
They're a really good inspiration. They set some good examples for the world, and I think that's the most important thing.
So how important do you think scholarships are for young students that are starting out in the music business now?
It's just massive. A lot of local young musicians here that need a break, and that's what we need to do for them all the time.
Right. Well, Amy and I have been talking about the business of being an artist for the last few weeks. And it's so important. Amy,
the mentorship is really, really critical. And and then finding out how do you make a break? Because I think a lot of people are, I'll just put something on YouTube, and then I'll sit at home and wait for somebody to make me famous. No, not gonna happen. That's right. But for especially kids coming up, they really don't know that. And so I think it's why it's really important that we get people like you out there talking to kids.
That'd be outstanding.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that'd be great. You're doing an awesome job. You don't need to tell you that.
Yeah, we do.
We do, yes.
You can totally at the top or the bottom or wherever we are.
We need the support of the local musicians who are out here performing on the Strip or performing in different shows around town. And because they're the people that are going to be coming and teaming up with us to do some of these mentoring workshops that we're doing.
And also creating collaboratives. We want to teach kids and people of all ages about how important it is to come together. You know, and so artists coming together in many different forms.
Yes, that's very important.
Yeah. And keep creating those opportunities for them.
It seems that we're getting a lot more of that here in the city with the musicians.
Everybody knows that. Musicians we met always want to help out and reach out, and that's huge.
Yeah.
Just need somebody to look up to.
All right, so once again, tell us how our listeners can find out about your music.
Like us on Facebook, Arms of America, and get us on the website at armsofamericamusic.com.
And your very next show is?
Boulder City, Saturday night at the Boulder City Brew Company.
All right. Yeah. Well, everybody go out to see them then, Saturday night. Okay.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Well, this next lady that's coming up is a WIMA member, and she happens to be in a show with, maybe somebody needs to sit in the chair so somebody can talk. Okay, and just watch out for all the cables down here. So Kellie Wright, spelled Kellie.
Yes.
Oh, well, no, but Jonathan wrote it down. That's where that came from. So welcome, Kellie.
Thanks.
Kellie, you're going to need to speak right into the microphone.
Bill
here.
Flynn and Amy Sullivan.
And this is from Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd, we open next week on October 12th.
Yes.
And runs till the 28th of October, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
And where's that played?
At the Onyx Theater.
At the Onyx Theater. Where is that?
It's on our commercial center, Sahara, and above Marilyn Highway.
So now you were just in another show, and now you're already in a new show.
I know, and both Sondheim.
And both Sondheim.
Company I did in July.
Right.
Which I thought was difficult. Nothing compared to this.
Well, you've been doing a lot of shows. You're always very busy. You also do some things with a big band around here often, including my father, Kastel, who plays saxophone in the big band. Yeah, now rehearse at the Jim Henry studio. And you've sung with WIMA before. We did a big band tribute. So, tell me about Sweeney Todd and how you guys all got involved in this show.
I saw the auditions too, right? And I know a couple people involved, and it's a role that I always wanted to play.
And what role is that?
Mrs. Lovett.
Oh, you're Mrs. Lovett.
Yes.
Oh, so you're the one that pulls the handle?
Does she
pull the handle? Does she pull the handle?
We don't have a handle.
Oh, you don't have a grinder. Oh, you have a grinder.
Great for Halloween.
And Bill plays the Beagle,
So,
and Amy is, we have actually a very small cast, it's like a cast of 15 or 18 or so, we only have 4. And so,
Okay.
because the stage is so small, the theater,
Okay.
Amy is one of the female ensembles.
okay, all right, Amy, let's get you up here. So we got to scooch in here. Come on over here.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Hi, Amy. How are you? Welcome to WIMA Women in Music and Arts Lunch with Sandy at the Mob Bar. So, how long have you been singing?
Wow.
For acting or
Started
performing?
dancing since when I was 3 with, I guess you know me, her name is Mia Michaels. She does the Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yes.
So you think you can dance. Her father was my dance teacher my whole life, so that's good. And just since I was about 3, in college, the whole thing, all the degrees, everything, it's your passion. When it's your passion, you don't ever give up in your life.
That's right. That's right. I agree with that. Right? Yes. If you're passionate about something, and I encourage people to follow their passion, to do what their dreams are, even if they detour off the path every once in a while. Because sometimes we do, people go to college or maybe they have a family, and then, they don't do what it was that they went to college for, or maybe what they were doing when they were kids. And then they can come back to it, though. It's logical.
It's never. Somebody like me went to college for the arts, so I could never reach a passion like that and just don't stop.
That's good.
Follow your dreams.
Great, thank you, Amy. Now, do you have a website?
No.
No, you don't? Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am on Facebook.
Okay. Amy, say that again.
SOLRM.
Okay.
On Facebook.
Okay. And then I know Kellie Wright is on Facebook.
Yes, I am, often.
And you, I know you keep up with it a lot more than I do.
I have a website, Kellie Wright, KellieWright.com.
Well, so you have to spell both names. But I do too sometimes. Okay, Bill, let's hear about you.
Well,
how did you get involved in performing?
When I was a kid, I started singing when I was about 5 years old. I'm from Chicago originally.
Chicago. We got a few Chicago guys here.
And I moved out here in 1982, and I started doing some theater, and started doing Sandy Active showcase.
That was Sandy. When you first started putting together that Monday night showcase, I was there.
Then I decided to follow my second love, being music and theater, and of course my first singing, but I became a cop, so I just retired after 25 years.
Wow, congratulations. Okay, good.
And so now I got back into local community theater recently,
Oh yeah,
And I went to this show, came out here to the very end, and I played the Beatle, which is
The Beatle.
Oh,
very nice. So where can people find out more about you?
Well, Facebook, but I just have an email address.
What's your last name?
Flynn, Flynn.
Okay, so they look for Bill Flynn?
Bill Flynn. On YouTube, I have some songs I brought.
Oh, good.
Bill Flynn sings.
Okay. All right, great. Well, listen, thank you all for coming out, and when is the next show?
We open on October 12th, which is next week.
Okay.
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays until October 28th. And people can contact the Onyx Theater for tickets. OnyxTheater.com.
Okay, great. And do you have some tickets today to give away?
We do have a couple tickets.
Okay, great. So if you want to get tickets to Sweeney Todd, you can call in at 731-1230. That's 731-1230 right now to get some free tickets to see Sweeney Todd at the Onyx Theater.
2 tickets and some popcorn.
Oh, 2 tickets and some popcorn.
Give me a call.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Debra is directing the show.
Oh, yes. Don't forget the director.
Yes,
That's very important.
He's the new artistic director at
Okay,
the Onyx.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Sandy.
All right. Thank you.
A couple of really good points came out there. I recommend get your own name as a website if you can.
I agree. It's so important. If you can and your name has not been taken, take it.
Because you want you to have it,
and
not
get
somebody
that Earl
else.
because it doesn't cost a lot. It's like $9 or something.
And
a year.
there's a lot of people that we're seeing that are retired and they've done their work great and now they get to step into their real passion.
That's right. That's right. So here we go. Our next guest is president of PEP, P-E-P, Diane Lombardo. Come on over, Diane. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm very well. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, you know, I just ran into you the other day because you were at Amy's Mixer.
And she won an award.
We're receiving an award also.
I was.
That pair of Crocs.
That was very exciting.
So now, all of us had to go on the website and pick out our designer style Crocs. Which style did you pick out? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was such an exciting night. I don't remember which ones I actually picked. I was looking at 7.
I think I picked out the ones called Ellen or something, and they were purple.
Ooh, of course you did.
One of our colors, yes, with
Mine
WIMA.
were more like a tan color.
Oh, more neutral. I see, I get it. So, can you tell us a little bit more about what PEP is?
I certainly can. I want to clarify, first of all, I'm not actually the president.
Oh.
The executive director of PEP is Karen Tacher, a wonderful, wonderful leader. I am the community education specialist at Nevada PEP, and I'm here promoting today an event that we are going to be having statewide. We are the Parent Training and Information Center statewide for Nevada, PTI. Every state has at least one. We have our satellite office in Reno and ourselves participating in a statewide event to end bullying, because October is Bullying Prevention Month.
Oh my gosh.
So on the 21st of October, we will be at Tivoli Village taking steps to end the bullying down here in the south, and up in the north, our partners in the satellite office are going to be on the IGT properties doing the same thing.
Well, that's a really hot topic right now. I know that there's a lot of things going on. One of our WIMA members, Debra, has written a book about bullying. So we need to definitely get her in touch with you so that we can team up in addition. You know, have
and then you have a celebrity sponsor, right?
We do. We have our Grand Marshal is Frankie Marino, the headliner at the Stratosphere.
That's exciting.
And we have a NASCAR race car driver is Taylor Barton, and he will be having his race car on site at Tivoli
That's exciting.
to take pictures with all of the children with that car.
And Diane, I know personally talking to you that you have a background in music, yes?
I do.
Yes, we were going to try to get you to sing today, but you don't have your tracks, and that's okay, because we're going to get you next time.
I promise. I promise. I've been writing songs since I was 9 years old, so I have quite a repertoire.
So you're a woman in music and arts also, just
yes,
like
ma'am, and I've written just a little bit of a call to action of a song for the walk. I'd like to think of it as our run anthem, and we're going to be incorporating that in the coming weeks and teaching the children the song.
Well, I'm not putting you on the spot a little bit, but can you tell us a sentence or two of the song?
Can you sing a line or two?
Possibly. I can switch gears a little bit and get in the mode. It's, help us give a voice to those who cannot speak. Take some steps for those who never walk or run. Stand up for the children who depend on us. To keep them safe from harm, it will take everyone. We gotta run, we gotta walk, we gotta roll. We're gonna give this all we got, our heart and soul. We're gonna run, we're gonna walk, we're gonna roll. We gotta give this all we got, our heart and soul.
That's great. Thank you.
That's a simple song. Everybody can sing it.
Diane, just tell me one more time, and for our listeners out there, where can we find out more about PEP?
Please go to the website www.nvpep.org and register for this great event on the 21st of October.
It's a wonderful organization doing good work. So
Thank
go
you.
look at their website.
Thank you so much, Diane, for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Oh my goodness, look who's here.
Hello, love.
It's LJ. Hi, LJ.
It's great to see you, Sandy. Women in music and arts. You know I support
I know you do.
What's
As a
that?
matter of fact, you were instrumental in helping us with the summer Boca Park Summer Bash that we had back in July.
Right. Sponsored by Cadillac Las Vegas, of course. That's right, on West Sahara. But wow, this place is cool. This is my first time here at the Mob Bar. I've heard so much about it, and I'll tell you what, Debra, the lady that designed those gorgeous gowns, again, a phenomenal job. It makes me think about cross-dressing.
Oh, let's not go that far.
That's right, and I'll tell you, also John from Arms of America, probably one of the best U2 tribute bands. They're going to be at the Vegas Underground here in the next week or two. They're going to be at Vamps, you know, here on the 13th of October.
And then this Saturday, everybody's going to go.
That's right, but anyone that's a U2 fan, you got to go see John in Arms of America.
And what you're talking about is they come out, he's going to come out to the Tap House too and join us.
I hope so, I hope so.
Maybe one night to see a song or something.
Every Monday night, the Vegas Underground Tap House on West Charleston. It's all about promoting live entertainment. And again, sponsored by Cadillac Las Vegas. We love it when you come out, Sandy. Definitely.
Thank you, thank you.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Well, I really enjoy it. So LJ, you've been playing drums for a long time.
I've been drumming for a long time. Yes. When my hair was a different color and I had more of it.
And you played with a lot of famous people.
Yeah. I go back to the days drumming for Joe Cocker, the Grassroots, sat in with Rare Earth, and then as time went on, Mark Varner from Grand Funk, Rick Derringer, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, of course, and Robin Zander, lead singer Cheap Trick. We do a lot of the All Children's Hospital charity concerts in Florida. And of course now, with the Vegas Underground, Mark Giove, and Ned Mills, and you know, guys like Gary Anthony and Rob Garrett, they all come out. But it's all about supporting live entertainment. And you know about the 4th annual Marine Corps Toys for Tots this year at LVH.
December 1st, that's right.
That's right. Of course, our good friends Chris and Marley, Zoe Bowie are going to be co-hosting it with me, along with Trent Carlini, our Elvis guy here in town, and many other surprises. So, again, sponsored by Cadillac of Las Vegas. And Sandy, I know you're going to be very involved in it. And remember, helping the children of Clark County and Las Vegas, what's donated in Vegas?
Stays in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
Thank you, LJ, for stopping by.
Thank you, and I tune you in every week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we are going to invite Marilyn St. Pierre is one of our WIMA members, and she
got a lot of attitude there.
Look at that! Oh my God, a lot of attitude. She's got beads all over the place. I know we're going to get some fashions in a little bit right after this. So, but I know we're going to move along a little bit. You've got some of your artwork over there on the side. Come on, yes, there you go. And how long have you been painting and drawing?
I've been in the art industry over 20 years or more. I was director of an art galleries in Hawaii, and owned my own art gallery with my friends for 4 years.
Okay.
And representing artists all over the world, but I never thought I could paint. Until 1993, when I just decided to try my own hand, but it was amazing what happened. And started painting crates, creating over 100 pieces, which turned out to be a book in 2006 called The Healing Journey of Spiritual Art.
And I've seen that book. That's a beautiful book of artwork.
Yeah, it's all over the world on Amazon. And next book soon to be released, coming out. I'll be a contributor in the book called The Wright. Okay. With many major authors and conversations with them.
And you also have some artwork for sale here?
Yes, I have matted prints, limited edition prints, $28, and we have some small panels, 5x7s, starting at $50 and up.
Okay, great. And where can people find out about your artwork online?
Well, I have a website called www.weforyou.com or lotushonolulu.com.
LotusHonolulu.com?
Because I used to live in Hawaii, which I still have a home there.
That's beautiful.
So, and I also work out at the Ganesha Center in Las Vegas, Warm Springs Road.
You like Ganesha Center?
It's a lovely view.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming by and sharing your artwork. I know you're also have other talents in the healing arts too. Reading people's auras.
Yes.
I
have aura channel. I teach spiritual arts at the Ganesha Center. I'm a Reiki master, so I do a lot of Reiki energy work. And I'm a clairvoyant, internationally known clairvoyant.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming by, Marilyn.
Thanks for having us.
Well, we love having you.
Diane from Todd, think about it, she's doing her job and she's creating, writing songs and singing them in connection with her job. How cool is that?
That's right, she's tying it all together. Hi, Buddy. This is Buddy Charles. Come on, Charles. Buddy, you gotta get a little closer to the microphone here. He's a band leader here locally, and you've got quite a body of work that you've been working on with the musicians here.
Well, I came back to town last November. At the Eastern, where you perform. By the way, I can say you are a fellow big band leader. And so we're all in the same covenant. It's trying to put a band together in Las Vegas is more than an easy job. And my book is an extremely hard book to put. And so I just kind of rolled with the, sand.
Now you write a lot of your arrangements.
I do a lot of composition and arranging. I do not do my orchestra.
Okay. Who does that for you? Is that Gary?
Well, currently it's going to be your arranger, Gary Anderson. But for a long time I was associated with one of the greatest arrangers of all, named Don Hanna, who lived in town.
Oh, yes.
He was my teacher, my mentor, my best friend, and the album that I produced, Don and I wrote several things together. And although I was a drummer, worked with a big band.
Now, where are you performing next with the big band?
I really don't know.
You've been rehearsing out of Jim Henning's studio, I know that.
Rehearsing, but we kind of took off.
in the next 4 months. And Gary and I've got like 4 new arrangements that we're working on. So when I get the arrangements done, if I don't perform, at least I'll rehearse it and hear the new arrangement.
Where can people find out about your events?
Well,
Do you have
know,
a website or?
I don't have a website.
Facebook?
I will have a website. Fortunately, Gary has everything.
Well, you know, you can always just shoot us the information where you're performing, and we can put it up on the WIMA website, which is wimafoundation.org. We'd be happy to do that. Yes, yes.
Right now, I don't think I want to do anything for the first year because I don't want to compete with football teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Well, that's 21 weeks. What are you going to do?
Sit back and wait.
Okay. Well, listen, buddy, thank you for coming by, and I always enjoy listening to your music and going out to hear you when you're at the E String. Next time you're at the E String or anywhere in town, let us know, and we'll post it on our website for our listeners. Thank you, buddy. That's Buddy Charles. Now, just so you know, we've got the models are still modeling the outfits around here, the attitudes by Debra. And now we also have Ivy. Ivy, yes. Hi, Ivy. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I know I've got some of your music here.
Yes, we do.
But I don't really got a few minutes here. So I want to talk about how you got. Tell us what you do.
Well, I'm co-founder of an electric string quartet called Fatstrad, P-H-A-T-S-T-R-A-D, fatstrad.com. And we play shows all around the world. We are actually playing here on Friday evening, right outside this door, sponsored by the Mob Bar.
That's for the first Friday of the month.
Yes, it is.
October the 5th.
October the 5th. Right. We'll be playing a show out there from 8 to 11, so everybody come down and see us. And we don't do many public shows, so this is a good chance to hear the group. So we also play on Sundays at Crystal's, which is the mall at Aria.
Okay.
We're there every Sunday afternoon.
Do you have a website?
We do. It is fatstrad.com.
Okay. Fast, and spell that again. That's P-H-A-T-S-T-R-A-D.
H-A-T-S-T-R-A-D.com.
Okay.
We also have a Facebook page, Fatstrad Official. So you can say hi to us on that as well.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for stopping by. Sorry I can't keep you long, but I want to get you back here.
My pleasure. We'd love to.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ivy. Okay.
That's bad.
All right, here we go. Here's Anne Parenti. She's going to give you a quick update on what we are doing with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, in the next month.
And I don't want to spend more time talking this fast. October the 5th at Hennessy's Tavern on Fremont Street is the second annual Kidnap for a Cause for Southern Nevada Children's First. 3 to 7 p.m. and they've got Monique, the founder, kidnapped over there. Then afterwards, right afterwards, you can stop in at Tasty Space, which is right across the street, and see WIMA art showings. We have several WIMA artists on display there at Tasty Space for the entire month. And throughout the first Friday night, though, Jane Ellen Radoff and Jennifer May will be floating around somewhere in the show also. On October the 13th, we have Taste and Toast at the Vegas Roots Garden, which is on Tonopah Drive, and we will have a table there for WIMA from 5 to 8. On October the 14th is the Society presents Little Black Dress, which is 1:30 to 3:30 at the Monte Carlo, and supporting children's arts. Then on October 18th is the WIMA Mixer, the famous WIMA Mixer, which will be back at Tasty Space, showing the arts of the ladies. On October the 19th, the very own Sandy Kastel, sitting next to me here, will be performing at 6 p.m. at the Nevada Youth Alliance fundraiser at the Smith Center for Jazz for Peace. Also performing that night will be Genevieve Duke and Debra, and I'm an Italian, I should really say that. October the 21st is PEP, which has already been talked about today. We'll be at Tivoli Village. And October the 26th at Alexis Park, and we'll be doing the ADAS soccer with several WIMA members. October 30th will be Jeannie Brady at the House of Blues at 9 o'clock. And there you have it, just for October alone.
Thank you, Anne Parenti. And we need Debra up here really quickly. Come on, Debra. All right, we're going to end out with the fashions here, and we've got a lot of WIMA events. You can check out all of our information on wimafoundation.org. Debra, we've got some more fashions right here. You want to talk about the next person?
Absolutely. Our beautiful model Katrina is now wearing a red and silver dress. It's got a diamond brooch on the front, and the back is low. The backs, I always try to make the backs very interesting on my gowns, giving each girl a different sense of style.
That's beautiful. And again, you have the floral pattern.
Again, the
in it,
floral
but it's
pattern,
different, but
yes,
it's
yes,
different.
yes.
Okay, we have 2 minutes. Who's next?
Our next model.
Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy, and she is wearing a beautiful bronze short cocktail dress. It's hand beaded. Again, sort of a star floral pattern. Looks amazing on her. She's absolutely stunning. It's got a high level hair. You can see the designs at www.attitudesbydebra.com. That's www.attitudesbydebra.com. Just go online and take a look.
Thank you, Debra. Is there another dress?
There's one more dress.
Okay, come on out.
Our last dress is a turquoise dress. It's a strapless, easy to wear, ties in the back. It's a wide variety of figures. Absolutely stunning.
Looks like a mermaid.
Yes, and that's our model Alicia wearing it. There's a mermaid Alicia.
That's beautiful turquoise.
Isn't that right?
Well, your
1 minute.
Your dresses are lovely. Thank you for joining us, Debra, and we'll be seeing you again next week with Fashions or Attitudes by Debra.
Thank you so much.
For coming on out. I appreciate it. And Amy, we're going to close out with the
I want
message.
to issue a challenge. I want everybody every day this week to do something that scares you just a little bit towards living your life.
I like that.
One little thing a day.
Take a risk. Take one step at a time. This is WIMA, Lunch with Sandy, Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education, mentorship, and scholarships. We'll see you next week.